All right, next up, another guy who is pretty familiar with the beverage industry and how it works. That's Dan Craytor, who's the VP of Business Development for Hiball and Altapala. He's bringing up some Hiball and Altapala right now. Fantastic. That's him in your screen. You can see the back of him right there. You're going to see the front of him in a second. Dan Craytor.
I had to make sure it was positioned right. How you doing, Ray?
How are you? Good to see you.
Very good. Good to see you too.
I was expecting some Hiball swag on your, like instead of the alligator, you have the Hiball logo there.
That's a good. I'm gonna give you credit for that. We're gonna make those.
Just say the check is in the mail and we're good.
Done.
Done. All right. One of the great things about your brand is that you're organic for a lot of your products, and you're natural and you're healthy, and you've been on trend for a long time. Mm-hmm. Altapala is also an on-trend brand in that you're selling a healthier, better-for-you kind of soda, and you just got into sparkling water. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. For those viewers who don't know what Hiball is and what Altapala is, can you give us a little brief kind of tutorial?
Yeah, we actually started back in 2004 with a concept to make a cleaner, healthier energy drink. And it's funny because I was looking back through some old files. I was telling Kleinman, I found some of the original reviews that I printed out from BevNET back in like 2004. Oh, yeah. And it's just been fun to watch you guys grow, and I think we've kind of grown along parallel to how big you guys have become, and we're sort of starting to taste that kind of rapid growth right now. But to back up, Hiball is a sparkling energy water. So we really wanted to create an energy drink that was kind of the antithesis of what was out in the market, and really focus on health, and no artificial ingredients was important to us. So we've been busy building the brand in the natural foods channel for many, many years, almost just with blinders on what was happening around us. And I think now that what we're selling is so much more in favor, people are looking for clean label, they're reading ingredients, you hear it all the time. We've been, benefiting from that first mover advantage, and we're now the #1 natural organic energy drink in the U.S. in both the natural and conventional channel. Yeah,
so sort of being ahead of the game with a better-for-you energy drink, just kind of holding on for dear life until the trend caught up. Yeah. What's that been like?
It's been crazy. I mean, we started out in a glass bottle, and there's been many, many rocky roads that we've had to circumnavigate, and we both, Todd and I both, our wives and I, we both had kids, and have had that going on and raising families while this was all in this crazy mode of growth, and we had to make a lot of pivots. So for us, what was probably the most meaningful pivot was in 2012. We switched from glass bottles to cans. Yep. And that really helped us. I think it helped consumers identify the category. For us, most importantly, there was a margin advantage as well, but what we did in the first 6 years of the company's growth was really just learning what the product meant to people, learning the right active ingredient blend that we wanted to go with, and really just listening to consumers. And when we did hit that point, that inflection point in 2012 where we switched to cans, we had a lot of homework done, and we really were ready to sort of embrace being in the category, because we didn't want to be in that sort of graveyard of. There was one year I think I read 500 energy drinks were entering the market, and we didn't want to be in that graveyard of energy drink cans, and we wanted to be different. So glass was important to us, but once we let go of that, that's when things really started happening. We haven't raised any money from venture capital or anything like that. So the last 5 years we've been profitable, and we've done it on a shoestring. So we're really proud of that.
That's pretty amazing. And about 15 months ago, you launched Altapala. Yep.
Altapala is sort of, I guess, the sister brand of Hiball. It was born of just sort of a serendipitous conversation Todd and I were having about, hearing from customers who don't always want an energy drink. Sometimes there's a usage occasion where you want to wind down and not wind up. So we were looking at the market. This was our first product under the Altapala line. It's sparkling juice using organic juice, organic fair trade sugar, which surprisingly wasn't really prominent in the market. So it's interesting, there's so many sparkling juices, but nobody's doing it with organic juice. Nobody's using organic fair trade sugar. And we stumbled upon the name Hiball, or Altapala, which is highball in Italian. And Todd and I both have Italian heritage, so it just kind of fit so nicely. The name just rolled, and we just sort of saw that vision of what it could be, and we said, let's do this.
Yep.
Let's make it happen. So that's how that was born.
And you followed up with, as I mentioned, a sparkling water for Alta Paula. How's that been going?
It's been going great. We're going to launch these in 6-packs in Whole Foods Market in September, so we're really excited. That's going to give us a national rollout. It's going to put us in every warehouse of UNFI, so it's going to help kind of populate a lot of areas of the country. What's most exciting about this product is, and it kind of comes back full circle to this as well, is you have a very mature, product category like sparkling water.
Yep.
And people go, oh, it's already played out. But there's always an opportunity if you really look closely. We're the only 16-ounce can in sparkling water.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting play because not only is it using organic flavoring, which is still cutting edge in that world, because natural flavors are under the microscope right now big time, but the 16-ounce can really opens up the single-serve opportunity in a world of multi-packs. So what we're seeing is a lot of enthusiasm from the convenience side, where they don't want to merchandise a 12-ounce can or a wobbly plastic bottle in their cooler sets. They want to participate in the premium sparkling water category, and this is the perfect pack size for that. So we really saw an opportunity, being that we're already proving the concept of consumers willing to buy a 16-ounce sparkling water, albeit with energy. We saw a perfect fit, and so it's been a really fun project, and we have very high hopes for this. And the reaction from retailers is giving us even more hope. So we're really excited.
We're running out of time, but I wanted to ask you about, you have two distinct brands in Alta Paula and Hiball.
Yeah.
What do you see, or what have been some of the opportunities, synergies, and what have been some of the challenges in running two different brands?
Well, the beauty of it is you can, when like field marketing comes up, demos, you can put all these brands on a table and you can capture somebody who maybe wants energy or doesn't want energy. So you're casting a bigger net for consumers to engage and come into the fold with your product and experience that. So that hands down is a huge benefit. The challenge is energy is a mature category. You have, the top 3 big players. We all know who they are. DSD, they lock in contracts. There's exclusivities. It does force us to have to potentially split up the brands, and that's not what we want to do. We want everything in-house. So just to, make a point about one of the challenges.
Yeah, well, here's an opportunity, and here's something nice that I heard about your brand. We did a podcast with Mike Rapoli a couple months ago, maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, actually.
I listened to that.
You did. Yeah. And did you hear the call out he made for Hiball?
No, I heard him call out Orgain, but I didn't hear Hiball.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he mentioned it off stage. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. We're live on the live stream launch. I can't take it back now. But he was a fan of Hiball. Maybe he still is. So
that's awesome to hear.
Yeah, there you go.
Right on.
Dan, thanks so much for being with me. I really appreciate it. Good luck with the rest of the show, and not that you really need luck for the rest of the show, but you've always got luck with BevNET, right?
Yep. Thanks, Ray.
All right.